Assalamu alaikum and very good day, Dr. Raza Jahila. My name is Muhammad Mutaslibillah, and in these presentations, I'll try to make reflections based on my final project. So basically, I'm from Group 11, and we are consist of 3 members. So in this project, we are required to do 6 tasks. So basically, the first task, basically um, I try to work with all the tasks from beginning to the end. And the first task was where I have work on project setup. Initially, then the project setup, I try to draw and design the first floor layout where I will design the computer secretary lab, network lab, secretary lounge, and toilet. For task two, I try to initialize the designs, and task two basically required initial designs and preliminary analysis, but I try to make 5 questions based on that task. I try to create 5 questions and I try to answer them. So based on that, I try to refer some online resources to create the questions. In task 3 basically we need to choose the appropriate LAN device. So based on that, I try to make on LAN device. I try to differentiate between LAN devices, and where I have learned about various aspects of optic fiber, Ethernet converter, twist pair cable, and at the end I try to compile the work. In task 4 we try to make a connections. Task 4 we are required to do making the connection between LAN and WANs. So where I have connect the LAN and WANs at the ground floor about 50%, and I try to calculate the cable length and draw the network diagram. In task 5, we are required to do IP addressing sense. So where I determine the number of hosts in subnets and IP addressing, and throw the IP addressing table. And task 6 basically we need to combine all the work in one final report. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it about our project. And based on this project, I had pure experience work in the group. Everybody was helpful. Everybody tried to work their time, work their work. Yeah, everybody have uh, effort to the team, and we try to have a minute meeting. We try to conduct our meeting through online. If any of us have any issues, any problems during the work, make a we try to help each other. And from this project, I have learned various things I didn't learn before. I think it will help in the futures. And basically, previously I didn't learn about to create a floor plan, create a floor in the device, and this is the first time where in the network communication project I have implement. I use various tools such as Magic Plant in order to draw the floor plan, or where I draw various rooms, and yeah, and I learned about the device based on the requirements. Then I can select. I have learned about the virtual LAN device, and I learn about how to connect them using IP addresses and so on. So this type of project extremely beneficial for the future. And theoretically, I can say I learned where the reality difference. Yeah. So after completing all the tasks, I'm finally confident that I'm given this type of project in the future, I will be able to complete it flawlessly. And yeah, that is, and I have no suggestions. I have no more suggestions since the project instruction are clearly stated. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's all. That's all for my reflections, and thanks, Dr. Raja Jahila, for your kind support, and you have shared your kind support, and you have shared your knowledge that really help us to to complete our project. Yeah, that's all I can say. And yeah, that's all from me. And thanks, Dr. Raja Jahila. Good day.